because he's able to stick with it too. Because a lot of times you see people start these air dribbles and then they get punched right after they get the touch so that the continuation of the play can't actually occur. And Gen.G they're just getting around defenders, which of all things is not something you'd think would happen at that G2 midfield line. So in game 3, you really hope to see the challenge game dial itself in.
There we go.
Who cares about the challenge game? J-Naps just rips one in off the kickoff, I suppose.
There we go. Fair enough. Chicago with the kickoff.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like he moved.
Apparently, Jack was still sipping his massive water bottle. He'll be like, right, it's the series and we're down. Okay, cool. All right, fair enough. I guess I'm going to just score a couple of sick goals myself. Then Chronic doesn't have the boost to go for that one off the kickoff. But going in the favor of Gen.G to begin with, G2, what an incredible start you can have by essentially beginning this game with a handicap and getting a goal in 5 seconds.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better start after the timeout. As Chronic, uncontested in the middle of the field around J-Naps, and there it is again. He gets through 2 people challenging him, gets the bump, and it's all a 1v3.
And it's all over for G2 on the back. Chronic gets that sideways flip reset and then immediately has target acquired on J-Naps. Nobody is getting out unscathed. Gen.G with a banger of an equalizer.
Handicap race. Forget it. 0-0, 4:30. Apparently Jack working his way out, and you just got to be so annoyed if you're G2. You don't know how you're not getting in their face and taking them off the ball as Chronic changes up the timing in the corner. Chicago comes up empty. They go for a pinch up the field, and G2 is just looking for an out right now, and this should put him in a position to do it.
See G2 at the back just being pushed. Yeah, they can't come out of their own half. The boost isn't looking too bad for them, though. They've all got like over 70, but not going below. Nearly getting that one. Chronic going to the opposite corner, and then Atomic sending it high. Who's there? It's Chicago has to play it off his own backboard. Noly's going to be turning around instead. Jack with 70 has to turn on it. Doesn't quite manage to steal that 100 boost, and that is massive for Atomic because now he can push and get behind J-Naps, who had 0, but it does manage to get around him. Noly getting a lot of brilliant clears here. Gen.G, that one, a potential chance to score, but I'm sure they're going to know, okay, we had a couple chances in the previous game and we still won it like 3-0, so no problem, lads. We continue to push.
Definitely a mistouch there for Gen.G, though. Gave G2 a chance at sticking on offense. They find the second opportunity to clear the ball, though. Now it's them trying to force G2 back into their own side. Apparently Jack with an aggressive volley. It's straight in. It's straight in.
How's that happened? That is such a gentle touch considering how fast he was going into the free flip. And then it just taps so lightly behind in between both defenders.
Ball, but Chicago doesn't even go for it. And so the angle is just straight into the net.
Cover your goal, Chicago. But I mean also, when is Noly ever challenging that? When's anybody challenging that? It's like in ones where you see in your occasional Apparently Jack video who goes, why is he gone? Why has he challenged that? What is he doing? And that is what Noly is embodying, going for everything he can and surprising G2.
Well, G2 still within 1. Not even halfway through. There's a lot of time left, but when you just... Oh, you're kidding. The perfect clear towards the goal. Chicago on the wall. Here comes Gen.G. Leaves it for apparently Jack straight down, but unfortunately, since they double committed, Chronic wasn't going to be there for that counterattack. There's no fruit, and Gen.G just going to try and hold on for a few more seconds.
2 minutes 20 remaining, and Gen.G continue their hard-line, full frontal attack, and Noly trying to lure in a couple of defenders, because I think he's also realized that, well, with that demo, that's nice, actually, and again, open. We're seeing that when Noly is going for those kind of plays, he's luring in 1.5 defenders at the moment. He's aiming to bring in at least 1, hoping that it's going to be over 1, trying to get the 2 defenders that are going to be able to come in, because that is going to open up the play and being the absolute playmaker for apparently Jack for Chronic.
Big bump from apparently Jack. Forces J-Naps into a race. And G2 starting to get a little bit more of a handle on the... Oh, no. Atomic comes up empty and will get punished.
Look at Jack. Look at Jack in the camera, literally screaming and rocking, going, let's go. That is pretty bad from Atomic, let's be honest. But Jack to hang around and just get that final shot. It was Noly's pass as well. wasn't great. It was one that I'd make in ranked. I'm like, oh, I've just given the possession away. And Atomic, he just could not make the touch. And immediately outsped. It's a story of 4 goals in game number 3.
Oh, this dead stalemate of a kickoff. noly comes into the second challenge just a minuscule amount of time later. Goes straight through the defense, and noly in the perfect spot for it again. I mean, you felt like this one was just in hand 60 seconds ago. You were only down 1, and then bang, bang. And now you feel like you're totally out of it.
Just delivering that left-right goodnight from Gen.G, unable to do anything other than score a couple of worldies over towards G2. But G2, they had good opportunities, and they have given away, I'd say, 2 of these goals by just clear errors, unforced errors as well. A lot of talks need to happen, because that is a problem, especially... I'm not even going to talk about that, because I need to see what happened again.
He own goal. JKnap's just trying to steal this pass here from Chronic. You can see it headed towards apparently Jack or noly, and it's just straight off the headlight under the bar. That is the embodiment of nothing is going our way.
Yeah.
You're a G2 fan.
Yeah, not nice to look at, but for a lot of G2 fans, you're going to be happy that you have secured the major at this point. You've got the major in hand. Axel lost yesterday, and so therefore G2 are in as that 5th with no tiebreaker needed, as far as I am concerned, or as far as I am aware. Apparently Jack now to the ceiling, trying to get another one. The bump also coming in from noly. I love
you guys don't need 6. Just throw the ball away.
No. Achieved. They don't need 6. They need 7.
Oh, you right? My mistake.
They need 7 achieved, of course.
My bad. Boy.
Oh, fair play, that's nice.
Used to enough counterattack, and at this point, if you're G2, you just want to see 1 go in.
This is the most garbage time of garbage times I've ever seen in my life.
Oh.
I'm going to be honest. Like, this is where 0 matters. Like, everyone's just sort of getting a touch on the ball. This is what the lobbies look like, by the way, when they're testing the
They warm up,
yeah.
This lobby good, bang. Get it towards the net.
I'm expecting the admin now, after that one, to type, ready to go? Right, wait until I say go, then you can join up. Next one's live. But that is 5-2 with a full garbage time goal for G2. And that's after the timeout. They went down by 2. They took a timeout, and then they conceded more. Like, what do you do?
It didn't feel like there was any significant adjustment or anything. I was really looking for the challenge game, and yeah, it kind of started to equalize a little bit. But in terms of the general output from G2 over on the other side, about the same.